Before luxury handbags, before elegant perfumes, before the world knew the name Chanel, Coco Chanel was an orphan. Yes, the woman who built one of the most famous luxury brands in history started life with almost nothing. Born in 1883 in France, Coco Chanel, whose real name was Gabrielle Bonheur Chanel, lost her mother at a young age. Her father left shortly after, and she was sent to live in an orphanage. Not exactly the beginning you'd expect for a future fashion legend. But here's where things get interesting. At the orphanage, Chanel learned how to sew. Now imagine that. One simple skill that would later create a global empire. After leaving the orphanage, Chanel worked as a seamstress during the day and sang in small cafes at night. That's actually where she got the nickname Coco. And no, she didn't start rich. She didn't marry into wealth. She built it. Slowly, carefully, and with a lot of confidence. In the early 1900s, women's fashion was uncomfortable. Corsets, tight dresses, heavy fabrics, basically fashion that looked elegant but felt like medieval armor. Chanel thought, why not make clothing that looks good and lets people breathe? Revolutionary idea, right? So she started designing simpler, more comfortable clothing for women. Clean lines, elegant styles, and practical designs. At first, people were skeptical. But Chanel didn't follow trends. She created them. In 1910, she opened her first hat shop in Paris. A small beginning, but a powerful one. Her designs quickly caught attention because they were different. Simple, elegant, modern. And once Paris noticed, the world followed. Soon, Chanel expanded into clothing. Then came one of the most famous fashion innovations of all time, the little black dress. Before Chanel, black was mostly worn for mourning. After Chanel, black became elegant, timeless, sophisticated. Basically, she turned sadness into style. That's talent. But Chanel didn't stop there. In 1921, she launched something that would become legendary. Chanel No. 5 perfume, a fragrance so iconic that it became one of the most famous perfumes in the world. Even decades later, it remains a symbol of luxury. That's not just business success, that's brand immortality. Her company, Chanel, grew into one of the most powerful luxury brands on earth. From handbags to fragrances to high fashion, Chanel created an empire built on elegance. And here's the funny part. Chanel once said, "Luxury must be comfortable, otherwise it is not luxury." Which makes sense, because nobody wants to look rich while secretly suffering in tight clothes. Smart thinking. But like many empire builders, Chanel faced setbacks too. There were difficult periods in her life and career, times when critics doubted her, moments when the future wasn't certain. But Chanel didn't quit. She adapted. She reinvented herself, and she returned stronger. That resilience helped turn her name into something bigger than fashion. It became a symbol. Today, Chanel remains one of the most valuable luxury brands in the world. From an orphanage, to Paris, to global dominance. Coco Chanel didn't just design clothing. She designed a legacy. And her story proves something powerful. You don't need a perfect beginning to create an unforgettable ending.